Welcome back, y'all. And now we have a special Blacktinidad segment for you guys. Take a look.
Ashanti, congratulations. This is such a powerful story. When you first read the script, what made you want to take on this role?
Reading the script, I was just like dumbfounded by how deep we are all affected by this crisis of homelessness and people being displaced. And I was just like, this is crazy, you know? So I definitely wanted to be a part of it.
Now, being on set with Isabella, who's such an amazing young actress, being able to work with her, what was that like for you as an actress going into this world?
I think it's always a beautiful thing to have an ensemble and have women supporting each other. You know, obviously there are guys in the film, but it's just a beautiful thing to have. I think it's 5 of us, 5 different walks of life, you know, coming together and showing what's really happening in this crisis. You know what I mean? Everyone's character could be anybody. It could be you, it could be your family, my family, and these are real life stories. And I feel like it was just really a really cool thing to use our platform to put this on the forefront of what's going on and how can we fix it.
Now, she plays such a young woman, 17 years old, being out in this space. Now, you being a new mother, when you think about all those people who have their children out there, how did that resonate with you? Did that change your perspective on how you viewed this film?
Things definitely changed after having my son. Again, just having that motherly bond, for me, is just like, you can't really put in words that feeling and that love. I couldn't imagine like seeing my child struggle and go through something like that. You know what I mean? So it makes your heart grow bigger. It kind of shifts your spirit a little bit, you know, once you become a parent, because you just don't want to see ever, you never want to see anything bad happen to your child. I think this story definitely put that on the forefront.
There's so many scenes in this film that are tug at the heart. For you, what was the scene that really made you, like, once they called cut, really got to you?
One of the main ones, I don't know if you saw the whole film, but I get really, really, really sick and I'm in the hospital. And I've had several members pass from this disgusting disease. And it definitely, like you said, it tugs on your heart. You know, because when you go through that and you kind of just shut down and you're not fighting anymore, it's letting someone go. But in this film, Violet, she struggles and she fights and she overcomes it. You know what I mean? So that's the message that we kind of want to put out there. But it's always hard remembering people passing and people dying, you know what I mean, especially close to you, so.
Now, being able to be part of this film, not only with the acting, with the music, with all of it, for you, what was that like to kind of have all of that compounded into one?
It's a blessing. It really is, you know, to be an EP on the film, to have music, and obviously to play Violet. It just shows loving the art, being an artist and being able to create art, you know, and having that opportunity to be a part of something so cool and so meaningful, you know, especially now with everything going on and like the fires and, you know, everything leading up from COVID, the pandemic, and, you know, all these things that kind of just made the homelessness grow. Being a part of this project is just extremely important. Raising the awareness and trying to find a solution and creating resources for people to help.
Did your perspective change after you filmed? Like when you go out and you see all those individuals on Skid Row, like how do you feel now when you see all those individuals?
Oh yeah, for me personally, I always kind of felt like, you know, you feel empathy, you feel sad, like damn. But with this, it's like you really see that you can be a regular person and your life could just change in the blink of an eye. It's not that, oh, this person is lazy, oh, they're dirty, oh, they're doing drugs, that's why they're homeless. That's not always the case. You could be paying your bills on time, you know, dropping your kids off to school, doing everything you have to do. You miss one payment and you wind up living in your car. You know, especially with today's economy. I just heard that eggs are like $21. That's crazy.
I paid like 13 the other day, no joke. It was crazy.
My gosh, that's nuts. It's a reality, you know what I mean? So it really touches home.
Now, obviously, there's a homelessness crisis in Los Angeles, but there's one overall. There's some in Sacramento where you guys film, in New York and Chicago, and all these areas. What are you hoping that the government helps when it comes to helping homeless people?
I hope the government watches this movie and takes some notes, and we have to invoke change. It doesn't make sense to have a multi-millionaire living here, and then right down the block, there's someone that can't afford a sandwich. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add, the math is not math.
The math is not math at all.
You know, so I hope that this starts the conversation and invokes change.
Now, besides the government, for the audience watching at home, what are you hoping that they take away from this film?
Absolutely, just to have more compassion, have more love, have more empathy. Don't judge, you know. I would always give, you know, when someone comes and knocks on the window, you roll the card, you know, you give. I give a little more now, you know what I mean? After just reading and knowing everyone's story, give a little more, you know? You never know how you could change someone's life. Acknowledging someone, hey, how are you? Smile at someone, don't, you know, shy away when, you know what I mean? When someone is walking by, so.
Thank you so much, Ashanti.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you. You have a great day.
You too.
Wow, what a great episode.
It really was. Thank you so much to all of our guests, and a special shout out to all of you for watching.
Don't forget to connect with us on our social pages at LatiNation Roots and download the LatiNation app to watch our show anytime. We'll see you next time right here on Blacktinidad.